What's up, everybody? This is Jerid from Echo Blades, and on this week of Is He Gay or Canadian? We have Denis Tyrell from Tyrell Knifeworks.
You're such a dick.
Yeah. Oh, I got it in for you, buddy. That was a special request from a listener that we will
Which
remain
listener?
nameless.
Which listener
He
that
will
could go wring
remain
his neck?
nameless. He will remain nameless until I feel that it's time to
It was
reveal.
probably Brent.
It was fucking gold, is what it was. Oh, what's up, everybody? This is the Triple T podcast for knife makers, and as I said, this is Jerid from Echo Blades, and as always, I have my co-host, the Canadian himself, Mr. Denis Tyrell.
Yo.
What's up?
Yeah, and I am heading back to the homeland this week, so
Oh my God,
I'm excited. It's been a while.
How long has it been, sir?
5 years?
Wow.
Yeah, I haven't. It was way before Kim and I weren't even married, so it's over 5 years.
Oh wow. She's going with you, right?
No, she's not.
Oh.
No, she doesn't. She doesn't want to take the time off. So yeah, and she doesn't listen to this podcast. So I'll find out if she listens to this podcast. I haven't told my mom I'm coming. I'm just going to surprise her and ask her if she wants to go out for lunch on Friday and see what she says.
That's cool. I think that's cool.
My sister knows, but my mom does not, and she's going to be very excited. So I hope she is.
Yeah. Well,
so haven't seen her in a while.
I think that's pretty cool. And obviously, your mom doesn't listen to the podcast.
I'm thinking no. She has asked me how to get it, but she's like one of those not technically savvy, and when you say the word podcast, she's like, what
on the interwebs? I don't know why she talks like that, but
no, north, not south.
It's on the interweb,
Now you're making her sound like a newfie.
Oh man. Well, my mom does listen to this, so hello, Mom. I love you.
She listens to that potty mouth of yours
all the time. Yes. And it's okay. She accepts me for who I am. So we're good. But I think it's cool. I think it's cool because one of the things about doing a podcast is we're up here just fucking jibber jabbing, and I will say something to somebody, and they'll like finish the story, and I'm like, the fuck? How did you know? Like you talked about that last week? I'm like, oh, that's okay. So that's always a little weird, but
Kim does listen to the podcast only to see if we mention her, which hello, honey, we mentioned you. There we go.
Yes. The best.
So how you been?
I've been good. Been busy. So
busy good or busy bad?
My spirits are good, so I am navigating all of the standard. I've heard this a lot, like Cadillac problems, next good stuff, I think it's hard. It's important for me to recognize that having a full life was once not a possibility for me, and I try to turn that into some gratitude. Some days I don't have a shot at doing that, and it's FTW. But right now I'm good. But I really like to try to enjoy this holiday seasons. Anyways, I somewhere around here it's going to click in, and I'm going to get in the spirit, and which it's starting to happen now because people are less and less annoying to me, and I'm starting to kind of chill. Like Lynn and I, so I had this week Saturday I had my company Christmas party, and we did this last year where we go on a. It's kind of like the thing you wanted to do for Kim's birthday this year. Go out on the boat, do a cruise, do the dinner. So it's like you cruise the Bay City Cruiser. I don't know, whatever it is. Yeah. But last year we did it at night. This year, we went out during the middle of the day, and it was kind of like a
brunch thing. Or?
Yeah, it was, but it was like kind of unpopular, popular, like right down the middle. Like a lot of people are like are on board with doing something at I think we left at 1:30 or 2 or something like that. But that really for some people that, shoots their whole day. Some people come from far from, a couple hours away to the Bay Area anyways. And then some people like it at the evening, they can get all tuned up and do whatever, but for whatever reason it was a midday thing and it was pretty cool. We got to go out, see Alcatraz, Golden Gate, come back, have dinner, hang out with your team and do all that.
I've always
Yeah.
enjoyed those cruises. The food on them is usually pretty good.
I'm not sure by the time I got to eat. So every year they do like a different kind of theme. And I've heard this a lot lately, but people are doing like caricatures. So
Okay.
like you do on like the boardwalk or at an amusement park. So I think a couple years we had a gambling night where there was casino tables and magic themes and just like different kind of shit that they do on the parties. And this year was the caricature. So we got there, um, and there was maybe like 6 people in front of us and like 3 couples, and I stood in that line for like an hour and a half. The food was served and like I went and got a plate for Lynn and put it down on the table. And then I went and got myself a plate, but then we were like next in line. So by the time we got to eat, our food was not warm.
So more importantly, how come I haven't seen this caricature yet?
Oh, I'll share it. Yeah.
I want
It,
to
it,
see. You need to post it along with the show announcement tomorrow.
yeah, all I got was a little like a little, I don't know the size of it, but a printout. And then we were just able to download the pictures today. So I'll definitely do something. It's pretty cool.
Cool.
It was so my wife and I did one, and you do like an individual portrait, and then they do one of her, and then they put you side by side. So I have a guy that I work with that I've trained for I don't know 8-9 years now, and he's kind of taken over more of the role that I was doing before I stepped into this one. Well, we always go back and forth teasing each other all day um, about something. How do you say this? Anyways, he's like he's like my gay work wife.
Oh,
So we're always like arguing, and it's a funny thing. So, anyways, he was getting his picture done, and I snapped the picture. I just, like tapped him on the shoulder and I snapped the picture of him because it looked exactly like him. And then he's like, "Oh, what do you want to do one with me, my love?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm not sitting in that line for you, though." And the lady went and she took my picture, my profile picture, and his, and printed one of us together. So we have like
you need to
I
put
got
that up
one
in the
with my
office.
beautiful wife. He has one with his beautiful wife, and then we got us two here. So I'm definitely putting that up on my behind my in my work area because it's pretty funny.
I think we need a triple T caricature.
Yeah, we need a triple T logo.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
where all
I pulled the current one out of my ass in a pinch, but yeah, we
yeah
don't actually have a logo besides our two logos.
no yeah. So I did. I asked the lady if she did any logo work, and she told me to go fuck off. And she does this full time, and she's not interested in drawing a logo for me. So, but yeah, anybody
Yeah,
holler at us.
yeah.
Um,
If you have logo skills,
yeah. But what I was going to say was that so this was in Berkeley, and right on the obviously on the bay part right there. And after we were done, Lynn and I wanted to get a coffee, which are so is it I don't know for the rest of you guys all over the country if there's even this option, but we have Pete's Coffee and Starbucks. Which one do you prefer?
um, I can go
There's
back and
only
forth.
one there's only one right answer, but
I would go to Starbucks because I have a Starbucks card and I get points and all that crap, and I'm used to Starbucks. But I do enjoy Pete's coffee. I think it's pretty good.
yeah, so I think Pete's is better, but I don't there's not that many of them, so like it's you fall into one and you'll go have like a Pete's Coffee. So it becomes like a thing. So
My son works at Pete's Coffee.
where's there one in Livermore?
It's one downtown.
That's
Right
new.
beside the big flag there.
By Sauce and all that?
Yeah.
Huh. Anyways, so I know there's one in Pleasanton too. I never go there either. But so we were like, let's go get a coffee. And she's like, I was like, let me see if there's a Pete's right here because we found a $20 Pete's gift certificate. So we go there. So Berkeley is like a really hippie. It's a very woke hippie-ish
Tree
like
hugger.
tree hugger. Like it's a, it's probably known for all of that, but and it's extremely dirty. And not it's a cool place. It's got a like its very own very unique vibe, but we were right off a university, so we just kind of like went over the overpass, and there was a Pete's just like right there. So we went into, I have another story too, but we go into the Pete's and get a coffee, but um in a parking lot, right? So parking's always a nightmare around those cities, spots, and um I'm in a parking lot, Dennis. Okay, I got to do some visuals here for you. You guys at home, just use the theater of the mind and follow me. I'm 5 miles an hour or less in this parking lot, and I'm coming up on waiting for like a spot, somebody to pull out or a spot to come out, and there's this SUV with its trunk door thing open, and they have a ramp coming out of it.
Okay.
It's an elderly couple. They have an elderly dog.
Elderly dog.
Obviously, because the dog was the one that needed the ramp to get up into the back of the car.
Only in Berkeley.
Oh, but so the dog's on the ramp, and I'm like creeping past, and as just as I get past them out of my driver's side window, I hear some commotion, and then there's this loud boom thud on the side of my car, and I'm like, "What the fuck just happened?" Right, and I'm looking
You
at
killed the
Lynn.
dog.
No, dude. So it goes. This goes from like funny to like it was actually pretty shitty deal. But the lady had ended up tripping over the ramp and fell, and her head smacked the side of my car.
What?
Yeah, and like this is what we derived to, right? So I stopped the car and I look behind me, and she's on the ground, and I'm like, "Holy fuck! I killed this lady!" Like I could just see like she fell. Her head hit the side of the car. It went underneath the car, and I ran over her or something like that. Like it was it was fucking scary. Like it was a really, really, really intense moment. And then like I got out of the car and opened, and then she pops up, and I'm like, "Are you okay?" And she's like, "I'm totally fine. I'm sorry." And the husband, like, I was kind of laughing at through all this moment because it, the husband looked at me, and there was two things that I picked up from him. He was either thinking, "You dirty beaner, you just fucking ran over my wife," or he was so pissed at her for falling over and hitting my car. Like it was a look of a man had been married a long time. It was either really pissed at his wife or he was not happy with me for just driving next to them.
Oh,
It was hilarious.
it was probably the wife.
Yeah, I know. Every time there's a good,
So is she okay?
she popped up and she's like, "I'm fine." And I'm like, "Do I need to call somebody? Like, are you okay?" And she was just like, and she was good. And
Is there a
my
dent
wife
in your
and
car?
I didn't even look, dude, to be honest with you. Like after I got back in the car, like my heart was racing, and my wife, and we were kind of shook up, and I'm still in a weird spot when I see older ladies, after losing my grandmother. I was it's still like when I look at, I don't think things are better now, but like when I see them, I get a flood of all those feelings and emotions, and like, and my wife and I were just looking, and it was for a moment there we kind of like tearing up, like it could have been so much worse, but it was just a weird fucking moment, and everything turned out good, but I was like, I just, how quick though, you know what I mean? Just cruising through a parking lot and somebody's just falls under your car. That's only in Berkeley, but
That's crazy.
it was nuts. It was crazy. So then we go get our coffee, and I walk across the street, And so there's a I don't think have I worn my fancy Canadian vest?
No, you have
Okay.
a fancy Canadian vest.
Well, there's a joke there, but yeah. I have been called less than masculine for wearing this vest. And the brand is called Cotopaxi. They're really loud colored vests, and I dig the shit out of them. So, I think one of my
Cotopaxi. It
notes.
sounds like a tampon.
Yeah, but the mascot or logo is a llama. So, I don't know. I don't know what a Cotopaxi is. I think I believe it's some kind of a mountain range and somewhere across the pond. But I was really jazzed because they had an actual store there where you can go to Cotopaxi Land, and so we got the coffee, and I was like, "Well, let's go to the Cotopaxi store." So I go, I take a left. Cotopaxi's on the opposite side of the shopping center, like about maybe quarter mile or something. So we cross the street, we go over there, and there's a fucking brand new, what turned out to be a Tesla spot that had just opened up the day before. They're like, "This is our opening weekend. We just opened yesterday." So I walk in and I see the Cybertruck, and I'm like, "I have got to go see this damn truck." Like, I have talked so much shit about how atrocious this thing looks, right?
I'm
It
with
is
you.
it is absolutely just off the charts ugly. It looks crazy. You just like is you got a douche whistle fucking if you're driving it. Like it's and there's no getting by it. I mean, and we all know somebody that has one and love them to death, but there's no avoiding that. You drive down the street, you're wearing a douche hat, and no, you can't convince anybody differently, right?
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
that's how I
yeah.
feel, and I've been harsh on this stance here, and so I go in, I'm like, well, I got to check this thing out and see what it's all about. So I walk in, I'm like, can I go see the truck? And they're like, yeah, come on in.
So
I'm like,
you're all team Cybertruck now. Is that
I
what
want
you
to
got to
get
tell
in.
me?
I want to get in the truck and see what's in it. I get in the truck. It's the most underwhelming thing I've ever got in my life. It's fairly comfortable, but there's literally a screen and a steering wheel. There's not even the fucking blinker or wiper things on there. It's just the steering wheel and this big ass screen in the middle. No air vents. You can't
No
see
air
what's
vents.
nothing. Like you can't see shit. There's just nothing. It's a big ass windows, like a windshield, and a steering wheel and a big screen. Um, so and the guy's talking to me about it, and so I just start doing what I do, and then he goes, "Well, do you want to drive it?" And I was like, "Yeah, whatever." Yeah, like because I thought they were just, like trying to get me to pay them to drive it, like, and I was like, "Yeah, no, anyways, I gotta go. I got some real business here. I gotta go to Cotopaxi Land here. This is because like it seems to me like the more Canadian, the better with my choices of outfits these days. So I'm really just fired up about this stuff. So I said, the store's about to close here in a minute. I'll be back. So I go and I'm like, do you really want to try to drive that thing? And she's like, yeah, let's just do it. So I went back and I ended up test driving the Cybertruck. Got in it, went through the whole fucking bells and the deal about trying to actually get the thing to go and start because there's nothing there. All the shit's touchscreen and blah 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 blah. Long story short, I take it for a drive. The steering is weird. Like to do a full turn, it's just that much on the wheel, like a quarter turn. That's all the wheel goes. Both the front and the back wheels turn on themselves, so that it's got more turning
Mm.
radius than like a small fucking Mini Cooper. It's fucking it's weird. Get on the freeway, holy shit! I have never been in a car. I have never accelerated that fast in my entire life.
I've
It
heard
is
that about all the Teslas.
it is the fastest fucking car I have ever been in. Like I have a video I'll show you of I was like, Lynn, just record this, and I fucking punched it getting onto the freeway, and you could feel it in your chest. And Lynn's like, "Holy shit!" Like on the video, because it
Ha-
was that intense, dude.
Have you driven a regular Tesla?
No, it's the first time I've ever.
Oh, that's why.
No, I've been
Yeah.
in like I think Rick took me in their Tesla one time, and it was fast, but like this one was like I think 0 to 60 in 3 seconds, 3.5 or something like that. It was fucking fast. And then, like, you start going through all the shit and start now I want a douche whistle.
I'll see if they have them in Canada. I'll see if I can get you a douche
Oh my
whistle.
god, or at least a hat, like an honorary douche hat. Like, I would never buy the truck because at the price point that it was, like, I can get the truck that I actually want, like a really pimped out, truck.
What is it? I have no idea. What is a Cybertruck worth now?
80 grand entry.
Oh, so like with like nothing in it, like
It's
with
you get
entry.
their version of nothing, right? So, it's probably it's not as fast, and you're probably really basic colors options because the
Everyone I've
options.
seen is gray.
Yeah, so now you can get wraps and, a couple things, but it's really in the batteries and the engines and stuff. So there's like three models. There's that, the foundation is the one that I did, and then there's like their mega beast one model that they call it, that's thing. But the shit was crazy. It was really fucking cool. It totally kind of got my wheels turning on
If
something that I had never.
uh, if they would just make it not look so much like a box, they'd probably sell better.
Yeah, I
Keep all
agree.
the insides and
But
just
even
make it.
it's so stupid. It's a Cybertruck, right? And I feel like an idiot, but the Tanu cover,
Mhm.
when that came up, there's an actual truck bed under there.
Yeah, yeah.
I never even looked. Like, I've only ever seen it. It was so I was like,
What kind
"Oh,
of Cybertruck wouldn't have a truck bed?
it's a truck." I don't know. I just thought it looked like a big old fucking had a big trunk or something. I don't know. They never even gave it a thought past it. It's ugly as sin and everything. So, but that was a trip. That was really cool. But that little area too had the Christmas. That's how all this started. Fuck, my brain is so fucked. Um, when we parked the car and got out to go get the thing, they had the street all decorated like Christmas with lights and everything. And that's when I was like, we're finally here. So
I felt that today.
yeah,
Today was the first time I kind of felt Christmassy, because Kayla came over with Memphis, my stepdaughter and grandson, and then we went out to see the Christmas lights here in Livermore. The there's
Candy
one.
Cane Lane type thing.
There's a famous house here called Deacon Dave's, which
Huh.
they do like literally a million lights in this
Like
house, and
Griswold, like
it's really
Griswold status. Yeah.
makes Griswold look like
Oh,
oh yeah, it's crazy.
all right.
So there's a lineup to get in to see the house that's an hour. It's lined up around the block.
Jeez.
Yeah, so it's the first time I've ever done it. Lived in Livermore for 23 years and never been to Deacon Dave's.
How about would it be like to be Deacon Dave's neighbor?
Oh, we talked about that in line. Like, they must fucking hate him
Oh,
because there is literally a lineup of people every day of December in front of their houses.
wow.
Lineup. Like, can't get out of your driveway lineup.
That's insane.
Yeah. They have like volunteers with like little, like the little airplane
Oh,
landing lights. Oh, yeah.
shit.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Dude, that's crazy. That
So,
is
yeah.
crazy.
But, yeah, so it kind of felt Christmassy. And then I'm like, oh my God, it's already December 9th, 10th. When you guys listen to this, uh, I've done zero. No, I bought one thing because I saw it like 2 weeks ago on Facebook. So Facebook ads, I guess, do work. But I haven't done any other Christmas shopping, so I think I'm going to be doing my Christmas shopping in the Toronto airport. But maybe they'll sell butter tarts at the Toronto airport.
Oh, butter tarts, the legend. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere we go. Got butter tarts for me, katanas for you.
That didn't rhyme.
I know.
Oh, but yeah, so totally late with shopping, but we'll see. I'll pull it through. At least next week, my class that I was supposed to have got postponed. The guy had some family unexpectedly come into town, which was great. I was thrilled that that class got postponed till January.
Oh,
So,
wow.
that means after these katanas, I can take a little break. I might take a few days off next week and just relax. Um, I say that, I probably won't, but, um, I'll, get to work on some other things next week. I got yard work to do that's, all kinds of boring crap that you guys don't wanna hear about.
Agreed.
But,
I'm kidding.
uh, I'll tell you, my trip to Toronto, I followed one of Jerid's, um, uh, pieces of advice, which is not like me. I reached out randomly I literally Googled Toronto knife makers and picked one that was interesting. He's a swordsmith, and reached out to him and said, "Hey, I'm going to be in town. Would you like to get together for a drink?" And I was worried. I was
We don't have
thinking,
to ask him out on a date, dude. I'm just saying, like, go and, like, hang out and make a night, like, see his
I don't
shop.
know. I don't have time to make a knife. I
Well,
just
I mean, like, just get a shop tour. You don't gotta wine and dine him.
yeah. But I said go for a beer or something like that.
First
That's
of
how
all,
can.
fuck you, but that's really cool. I don't ever listen to Jerid. Get out of here.
But yeah, no, it took him a couple days to get back to me, which was like I'm like, oh great, that's the first time I reach out, no one's gonna get back to me. But
Man, I've told you this before, sometimes I equate it to, like, asking somebody out. It's literally that
yeah, I suck at
uncomfortable.
that too.
It's really that uncomfortable. It's not.
But he seems like a pretty cool guy, and so we're gonna get together on Saturday. Hopefully, it's
Good.
before I hand off the katana so he can see them. But
Really
uh,
cool, man. That's
yeah,
really cool. I'm proud of you, Dennis.
yeah. So I'll and maybe he'll be my maker spotlight next week. I'll tell you guys all about
Yeah, if he's shitty and you don't ever wanna see him again, let's not
it.
talk
Right.
about. No, I'm kidding.
But
That's cool,
yeah,
though.
but while I'm in town, I'm going to meet up with some old high school friends, which is crazy that I haven't seen in like 25 years.
I was gonna
Bringing,
say that's amazing they're still around. No.
I know. He's one of them's buying a knife. He said, "Hey, bring," and he picked out a knife on the website. He goes, "Bring this one." I'm like, "All right."
No, I mean, like, still breathing.
Still breathing. You're a dick. He actually is older than me, so there.
Well,
But
that's cool.
yeah, so that should be fun.
Yeah. And then hang out with mom, and
Yeah,
when you coming back? Is you coming
Monday,
back?
Thursday, red eye, Monday evening flight coming back, so
That's cool.
shouldn't be too bad.
It's
But
cold, snowing?
I haven't even checked the weather
Oh,
actually.
dude, I got some. So I went golfing on Sunday, and my son and I have been. I want to keep this thing going where him and I are doing something, and golf seems to
Hmm.
be the thing, so we're doing it. So it does take up some time and throw a wrench in some plans, but way more important than anything else that I got going on. So uh I booked a tea time because I had the work thing on Saturday, and I did a Sunday. Um, little later in the morning. Like I want to get out early and get done quick, especially so I can get back and do some shit. But it's been cold too, so I wake him up, and this little bastard. I don't want to go. Like he must have stayed up too late playing video games or something, and just
And
totally faked on me.
what time was this?
This was about 6:50.
Sick. You're trying to get a 15-year-old up at 6:50 in the morning?
This was easy. I had them all. I had two of them up last week at 5. I was at picking the other kid up before 6 o'clock last time. We teed off at 7, and we're about an hour away, 7:20. So
Wow, you're a
yeah,
slave driver, man.
yeah,
Mind you, if I tell Parker we're going hunting, then yeah, he'll be up. But
yeah. They get up. They're good, and
it's got to be
I'm
something that interests them, right?
I'm really, 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 really big on you can do whatever you have to do, right? Like I don't let them. I've never let the kids do that. Like if we don't have anything planned and you're having a weekend day, but like we're gonna get up and we're gonna go do something, then you get your ass up and I don't want to hear anything about it. But I didn't have time today to mess with him because I was waited too long to try to get him up. But to be honest with you, I was like, I thought about it for a second. I was just gonna cancel it, but I was like, nah, fuck it, because I really used to enjoy going out by myself early in the morning. Did you just? Plus, I got a tournament next week, and I joined a golf league. So once a month, I'll be doing a tournament that I've been doing the guest stuff, and I did get that new driver, so I wanted to kind of figure that thing out. So it was cool. I ended up playing. I got the driver working finally towards the end of the round. But when you're a single golfer and you run up on people that have 2, 3, or 4, some of them, they'll always
You want to play through.
they'll let us play through or let me play through. So I got waved through like 3 or 4 times, and finally I caught up to 2 people that were behind a foursome that was walking, and then we had about like 6 holes left. So I ended up just joining them, and that's one of the cool things about golf is it's similar to knife making. Like I have met minimal people that were just not enjoyable to at least just have a conversation with and do that for a little while. And anyways, yeah, so it took towards the end I ended up giving him a sticker and
Of course you
pitching him on a bunch of shit. So I just got over. He just followed me today, so I was wondering. I was like, oh, I don't know if it worked or not, but so that was cool. I really enjoyed it. I finally broke 100 again, so I'm getting better from like 112 to 108, 106, 102 to 98. So I'm on my way.
Well, congrats.
Thanks.
Cool. Well, did you get any time in the shop?
I did, and then yes, Sunday was the only day. So Sunday afternoon I spent in the shop, and I got a glue up done, and then finally got some handles put on a full size Intrepid, and I don't even know what the hell to call this other thing that I was doing. That's been one of the things I've had profiled for a long time, like over a year and a half. But I got handles on that, so just gotta clean those up, bring those handles down to the knife, and then router and sand, and I still I'll know tomorrow if I'm gonna try to send you with something. So
if you're gonna what?
Try to send you with something to my Canadian customers.
Oh, yeah. Let me know.
We'll see. But those are the ones I'm gonna show tomorrow. So, but yeah, that was cool. Really felt good. And then big news. Had my buddy come over this evening, and we looked at all of the getting the induction forge electrical work done, and that's getting done tomorrow.
So he's saying I looked up and down in the instructions, and I couldn't find anywhere in the instructions at least the instructions I have, that says what the output in amperage is.
Yeah, I'll show you. I meant to take a picture to show you what we were looking at anyway. So it just had a small booklet, and it said 60 something amps.
That's crazy.
So
yeah,
it's basic. It's not a lot of info like you're saying again, but we're going off of what you were saying. So we're gonna do the 50. And,
yeah, I've never tripped the breaker on that thing once.
Yeah, that's what I needed that reassurance to tell him, because and it kind of changed what we're doing. So overall, though, we're gonna do the like you and I were talking. I think you suggested was we're gonna go from the main panel,
right?
And
but then you don't have to run much of that wire, because that wire is expensive.
Yeah,
it's like 6 gauge, right? Or six gauge,
8 or 6. Yeah,
I think it's 6 for 50 amp.
I don't know. He's buying everything tomorrow, so
yeah,
it turns out
a friend of yours?
Yeah, good buddy of mine, and he's a full-time commercial electrician, and we were going to do this. I was just thinking about it today, actually, because we were going to do this before the summer, before it got hot, and then it got hot, and I just kind of left him alone, And I didn't really plan on doing it, but here we're in this great forging weather, so I'm ready. But I was gonna say when I was golfing, I put a story up, and I think it was like 48 or something like that, and a couple of people that live in the cold.
The
Oh,
cold.
yeah. Oh, it's nice and warm. I see. Like some people from Alaska. It was pretty
Yeah,
cool.
Spencer must have said it was t-shirt weather.
Yeah. No, it was Gabe.
Ah,
Yeah. And I was like, oh well, yeah, I'm summer weather for you guys, but I'm in a beanie and thermal.
oh,
It's not too bad, but it was cool.
well, that's good. So you have that thing up and running tomorrow, hopefully.
Yeah. Well,
Because that
I got to get that's something.
you got to wire a plug for it.
What's that?
Is he wiring? Because it doesn't come with like a plug or like a cord or anything. Is he making that?
Yeah.
Good,
Yeah.
good. Because
So,
that's got to be like 6 gauge too. So it's a pain
yeah.
in the ass.
Yeah, we're gonna do all that. The only thing I probably won't get to is the shit to get the chiller, and
But
that's
you
the
have
thing.
the chiller already, right?
I have the chiller, but I remember you were saying you would have did it this way or something if you'd done it again with the connections, the hoses, and
Yeah.
so I'll
I
probably wait till you get back and get you over here. But
Yeah, I have a whole because I bought like 8 feet of that hose and I ended up using like two 2-inch pieces because I
gotcha.
just use it for a connector, right?
Yeah,
So I have a bunch of that stuff if you need it.
cool. Yeah, so that's exciting, man. I had oddly enough, I had a little bit of anxiety because I was like, now I'm really gonna I'm
Now you
gonna
got
have
no
to
excuse not to forge.
exactly,
That's right.
exactly. So
Forging session at Jerid's house.
absolutely, which is
Uh,
which is crazy because it's not crazy, but it's kind of ironic. I'm going to go over to Sean, the knife guy. We were supposed to get together a while back, but we kept having some scheduling conflicts, and we're finally going to get together tomorrow afternoon. And he was like, "You coming over to your place?" And I was like, "Well, I'm not set up to forge. So if you want to do that, then I mean, you're always welcome here. But so I'm going to head over to his house tomorrow. But so next time he can come over this way. Gesundheit.
Thank you. Managed to hit the mute button in
You
time.
did. I was impressed.
Oh, I am just wrapping up Katana Woes. So I did have a little. So to the reason I'm going to give you a little backstory because I'll tell you what the problem was. So the reason, and originally this was supposed to be 2 copper katanas. We switched one of them to silver because the daughter likes pink, and we were going to do a pink wrap. And pink and copper just seems weird. Like it's like hot pink and copper just doesn't seem to go together.
Sounds awesome.
No. So I suggested, well, we could do it in silver. So her katana is silver, um, with it was supposed to be a pink Ito wrap, the wrapper on the handle. So I couldn't, and I prefer the faux leather Ito, not the silk. Um, I just like the look of it. I think it looks cooler. Um, well, it doesn't matter because I couldn't find pink silk. I couldn't find pink leather. I finally found some pink um, trim, like leather faux trim from on Etsy. So I get it delivered to me, and it's just I'd have to explain. It's like folded this way instead of it's supposed to be folded around so that there's no seam. The seam is on the other side, if you understand what I mean. So um I so I'm looking at this stuff. I'm like, oh, well, this is going to work because there's going to be like an exposed end. I actually had 15 feet of this stuff. I actually crazy glued it, like CA glued it and changed where the seam was. And then it was kind of bumpy and I didn't love it. And then when I tried to put it on the katana, it's just way too thick. So told the customer, this isn't going to work. My backup plan, if I can't find anything, which I don't think I can, is to paint the stingray. See, and this is what I asked him. Can we paint the stingray skin pink and use a black wrap? And he said, yeah, that sounds fine. But do you know what you get when you put pink paint on a black stingray?
Brown?
You get purple.
Purple?
Yeah, purple, like hot pink over black looks like purple.
Oh,
So
wow.
that was, and the black stingray was already on the handles. But luckily, I had left over from another build. I had a piece of white stingray skin. Good thing, because there's no way if I ordered it, it would have come in time. So pink paint on white stingray skin still looks pink.
Good.
So it looks really cool, actually.
I'm still laughing. You said pink trim.
Why is that funny? I don't get it.
Yeah, you wouldn't. You're Canadian, but
Yeah. I haven't had so many problems on a build as this one. Like every little step, it seems like something goes wrong. I did the blackening on the fittings, the hot salt, and they just wouldn't blacken. And I'm like, okay, maybe. And I was trying to use a K thermocouple, the one out of my forge. I'm like, fine. So I got a new thermocouple, a T thermocouple, and I was regulating the temperature perfect. Normally, I have those parts in for 10 or 15 minutes. I had to have those things in there for like 35 minutes before they got black. It was,
but they ended up coming out.
they ended up coming out and they look good. The only issue now that I found out right before recording is that on the copper one, it kind of stained the copper black on the edges. So now I'm going to have to go, it's because it's got copper inlay. So now I'm going to have to go and somehow shine up the copper inlay. So yeah. Oh, here's a funny story though. I was doing the blades today, etching the blades. I pull one of the blades out after the second etch, and I'm using 2000 grit sandpaper. Okay, rip off a piece of 2000 grit sandpaper. I have a latex glove on because I don't like all the black shit all over my hands. What I don't notice, well, actually, I'm rubbing this thing with the sandpaper. It's not making a dent because I'm trying to take the oxides off after the acid bath. And I'm rubbing, and I cannot like what did there, this is like the most durable finish I've ever seen, and I'm getting mad because I cannot. You know what happened? I have the sandpaper the wrong side. So I'm sanding it with the label side, the back of the sandpaper. I'm like, what is this? Like 50,000 grit sandpaper? And I'm going up and down on this thing and I'm getting mad. And then I realized, you're a dumbass. Why don't you actually try to use the side of the paper that has the sand on it?
Oh, that's perfect.
That is how my day, my last month is gone with these katanas.
Hey,
So
man, if times are hard, I can help you out and get you some more sandpaper, but you
like
gotta use both sides of it. But you know what? I do know that if you are looking for items like sandpaper, you can go to Maritime Knife Supply and visit our buddy Lawrence Lake, who actually just restocked a bunch of Rhino Wet sandpaper. So and he's got the real shit. Apparently, there's some fake Rhino Wet out there, so go see Lawrence. He'll get you hooked up with the real Rhino Wet. I think he's got the rolls too, as well as the sheets. So
but hold on. The rolls are not Rhino wet. The rolls are Rhino dry.
okay,
FYI. They're different. because I've ordered the rolls before, and they are different. They're not quite the same.
Why don't I believe you?
Well, I've ordered them and I've checked. It's a different product. It's Rhino Dry. Unless he's got the I've never seen the rolls with the sticky back, which I love, the sticky back paper. I don't think that comes in the wet.
Okay. Well, you can go figure that out or ask him because he knows everything about a lot of things. And whatever else you need for your knife making adventures, go check him out. He's got it all.
You know what I used on the katanas today?
The wrong side of the sandpaper?
Well, after the right side of the sandpaper, and I etched them in gator piss from
Very
our
cool.
friend Coy and the boys at Baker Forge.
Nice.
So if you don't want to make your own copper mai, then go get some at Baker Forge and Tool. They've got every pattern imaginable. Now they've got diamond patterns, and Riptide is still one of the favorite patterns. So go get yourself some Baker Forge awesome steel to use. Put it in some gator piss to etch it. And when I was done etching, okay, I did coffee on mine. After coffee, the first thing I do is wax it. And for that, ran that thing under a heat gun and threw some of that hard wax from Pelican paste on it.
That's right.
So go get yourself some Pelican paste, hard wax, soft wax, hand salve, the soap, what am I missing? There's so many products. The
Yeah.
the little logo tins you can get now.
Mm-hmm.
So both Baker Forge and Pelican paste, you can use discount code TT10 for 10% off.
What is that again?
TTT
That's right.
10. Or if you want to be really pedantic, it's TTT10.
There you go. Pedantic.
Yes,
All right.
that.
Yes. All of that stuff.
So
So go ahead.
I got a not so fun story to tell. It was, when was it? I don't know, sometime last week. Rick calls me up. Rick Hall, our friend Rick Hall, calls me up and goes, I just got the greatest deal on some walrus. Oh, in fact, I told you guys part of the story last week.
Yes.
Yes, he did indeed get scammed. So walrus _ ivory _ trader. This is a scam account. Do not buy anything from this guy. And the tip off should have been that, well, besides every one of the transactions getting kicked back from PayPal and from my bank,
That happened to him as well, or no?
no, it didn't happen to him. This guy just sets up new email accounts and new PayPal accounts. So, I don't know I don't know what PayPal does to validate your account, but those are getting kicked back. Yeah. Oh, and the other, they were trying to double dip on Rick because he gets the email about the shipping that, oh, he has to pay the insurance. So can you please send the money for the insurance before they ship it? So that's when he got tipped off that it was a scam. But yeah, so be careful. And I just saw, not that I know this one for sure, but probably the same guy. There is a new account called Mammoth Pieces for Handles. Same kind of thing, because every one of the posts has 0 comments. So that's kind of a red flag to me when I see these beautiful pieces and there's no comments, meaning the guy probably deletes every comment that comes up on these things. So that's very odd when you see no comments on something like this. So guys, don't get scammed. Unfortunately, Rick is, well, he talked to his credit card company and they may dispute it because it was through PayPal. And the other thing is the guy wanted to go through PayPal friends and family, that's another red flag. So you should never do friends and family for an account that isn't actually friends and family, because you're really giving up your protection from PayPal.
Yeah, if you don't know them,
Yeah,
don't go that way.
don't do it. So at least PayPal will protect you from scams, and they will reverse it if it actually is. That's part of the fees you're paying on PayPal. So
Gotcha.
yeah,
Well, that's really unfortunate.
yeah, I'm thrilled that both PayPal and my bank, because I tried to Zelle it too, and Zelle kicked it back, saying that they thought it was a scam account, and that's when like I was like, no way. So it's that time of year, folks. People know you're buying stuff for gifts and things, so watch yourselves.
Yeah, that's a bummer. That's a bummer. I got nothing nice to say, so
Yeah, not cool.
it is not cool. I hate it when it's too, and yeah, that's a bummer.
Yeah.
But you live and you learn.
Yep. He's not going to make that mistake again.
Uh-uh.
So yeah, I don't like buying things just directly off someone on Instagram. I'd rather go to a website, go to some other proof that there's something backing this other than sending some guy money. So
Yeah, I agree.
yeah,
That's a bummer.
but
I hope Rick meets him one day.
yeah, I don't think Rick's gonna meet him because the guy's from like Ghana or something.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, I hope Rick gets to make him Ghana way.
Yeah, I don't think so.
But yeah.
But the email he sent Rick was funny because it was like, or the message when Rick figured out that it was a scam, he sent him a message saying, basically, I don't know, I don't remember what Rick said, and the guy sends this big long thing about, you know, oh, I'm going to report you to the authorities for trying to buy walrus ivory and da da da. And I'm like, and Rick's like, you're the idiot selling it, so I don't understand how you think that would be okay. And the guy said it was because some walrus ivory that is fossilized, which is older than the 1972 ban, is legal to sell, but you have to have all the documentation for it. So, and the guy claims he did, but obviously he was full of crap. So, anyway, on to other things.
Mm-hmm.
No Triple T last week. I was just too busy um, to get a video in the books. This week I will be doing the Viewer Knives edition this week, so last chance to get your picks in for Viewer Knives. If you want to see your knife, email me at tyrellknifeworks@gmail.com, and maybe you'll see your knife as part of the Viewer Knives edition that I do every year.
Cool. Yeah, get your knives in.
Who do you got for Maker Spotlight this week?
Okay, I have. What do I got? I have Cuddy Knives,
Mm,
Joyce Cuddy, and I had the opportunity to meet her at Makers Camp this year, and I actually heard her on the Jeff Fader's Full Blast podcast, and really interesting, yeah, interesting um, girl, and she just does really, really clean work, and she had the opportunity to go do that. I think it was New England School of Metalworks class with Lynn Ray, like a 2-week class, and I got to talk to her about that, and she said what an amazing opportunity that it was. But she has that's Cutty Knives, Kutty Knives. No anything else, just the words. She's got 3,162 followers, and she's also used to make jewelry and do all kind some stuff. But if you're not following her, you need to go check her out. Really good, nice, clean work. Awesome person, and she likes to fish too. So if I ever get out there, I told her I'm gonna go actually get some fish.
Was she the one hanging out with Josh Prince and
Yeah, she's friends with
Oh,
Josh,
okay.
and they hang out quite a bit from what I understand.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, plays the violin, like all kinds of cool. Really, really super cool chick, and really good maker. So just wanted to shout her out, and if you don't follow, go do that. Cutty Knives.
Nice. This week I have Justice underscore custom underscore metalworks. And it's Justin Justice, I guess his name. That's a mouthful. But I saw this one come up on my feed this week, particularly the third post in, which is this Damascus, which I thought was really cool looking. It's like a pinwheel pattern, which kind of caught my eye in my feed this week. So
Oh, that is really cool.
yeah, yeah, cool stuff. So he's got 2,400 followers. So go check him out. He's done all kinds of different Damascus knives. I see some looks like ball bearing, if I'm not mistaken.
Hmm.
Some random, yeah, some other pieces. So yeah, go check him out.
Yeah, apparently it's the YouTube too. I
Oh,
can't see the name. There's a link in that post that you were talking about with the pinwheel knife.
oh, I did not see that. I'll have to go check that out.
Yeah, very cool. Good stuff.
Yeah. So wait, who haven't we talked about? Oh, our friend Frank at Two Bastards.
Well, yeah.
I haven't picked up a hammer in a while, so I am looking forward to getting back to it. In fact, although I was lamenting yesterday that I was talking with Ryan and Noah on our little chat, and how I'm done with katanas. Yet this morning I had a call with the company that I guess makes razor blades, and they want me to make a katana out of a bunch of razor blades as a promotion. So now I'm actually considering this. So from one katana build to the next, but this one won't be till February. So, but when I do it, I'm going to be doing. They want it for like a commercial, so which is kind of cool. The fact that some of my work might be in a commercial. Um, so when I make this katana, I'm going to be doing a little bit of hand hammering. I'm definitely going to be using my Two Bastards fat peen hammer. So Frank, your hammer might be in a commercial. We'll see.
There you go.
But if you need a straight peen, cross peen, squiggly peen, whatever you need, go check out Frank at Two Bastards, Texas Smithy and Supplies. Go get a hammer from Frank. He
That's
will
right.
will not do you wrong.
That's for sure. I'm gonna go beat my peen tomorrow night. So I'm gonna
Whoa, hey, whoa.
I'm gonna bust. I mean, yeah. Sorry, I'm gonna break out my peen because, like I always say, in a grand to have a fat peen in your hand, and I'm gonna get busy uh, putting that thing to work tomorrow night. So I'm excited about that. And don't forget, guys, that you can get all of our sponsors' products from Maritime Knife Supply. You can get Pelican Paste, you can get Gator Piss, Baker Forge and Tool, and the exclusive Vaquero Edition Fat Peen hammer. So awesome stuff.
I love that our sponsors play together.
It's one big sandbox full of, yeah, there's some good stuff in there. And that's a nice sweater.
Oh, you like that one?
I do. Check that
My
out.
my Echo Blade. You wouldn't have been happy with it because it was covered in
Pink?
grinding, sanding dust. No, not pink.
Oh,
Yeah, I was doing. Yeah, uh, so I'm almost done these katanas. The only thing I have left, I got a little bit of work to do on the scabbards, and this time I'm going kind of all out on these scabbards. There's like 20 coats of lacquer, and I'm having to sand between every coat of lacquer, and the white is coming off. And I was using the sweater to. So yeah, it looked like a mess earlier.
All good. That's what it's for.
Right.
That is it.
All right, man. So I will be. Oh, yeah, I'm coming back. We might have our show might be a day late next week because I come back. I think my flight lands at 8:30, so I don't think we're gonna get a Monday night show recording. So maybe we'll record Tuesday. So it'll come out Tuesday night.
Cool.
So a day late next week. A day late and $1 short. Maybe that's what we'll call the episode.
Yeah. I did want to bring up something. So I'm throwing around this thing where, trying to come up with some ideas for the show here. And I do have a question, and I need some people to get back to me here. So, Christmas music or no Christmas music? Are you a fan? Do you enjoy Christmas music, or are you one of the people that wants to fucking take a fistful of razors and
So this is reply to the IG account on what you're.
Sure. Yeah, Echoblade, whatever. Just get back to me. I'm curious. Is this community about Christmas music or is not? And I'm pretty sure it's going to be a good split. Are you Crocs? Are you that? Do you get your haircut? That kind of stuff. So, but and then, yeah, let's keep it there. I got an idea for next week though.
All right. Well, I'll give you my opinion. I don't mind Christmas music. I can do it in small doses, but when the Mariah Carey starts coming on, I'm out. I would rather listen to the White Christmas, the Bing Crosby, than the new.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Yeah, I prefer that than.
That's really upbeat, dude. I don't know. Yeah, it's.
I'm old. What can I tell you?
I just want everyone to know that I dropped my head when he said that. So I'm probably on an island all by myself, but that gets turned up when that comes on.
Really? Oh,
yes.
Why does that not surprise me?
You shouldn't.
You and your Cotopaxi sweater.
Atta girl. Look at I was just gonna say it goes good with my Cotopaxi vibe. Just like every time I just when I wake up, I just really want to be Canadian when I wake up. So that's my wardrobe.
I'm gonna bring you some Canadian tampons.
Thank you. Be some ornaments on my Cotopaxi.
All right, you're getting them. That and maple flavored chew.
No.
Oh yeah, it's coming.
Hey, I did get some people did get that reference. I must insist in the opposite direction.
Oh, okay. I don't get it, but
that was from Django.
Oh,
you get it now?
Yeah, no, it's the
that
guy,
is the what
the German guy, whatever.
One of the best characters in movies ever.
He's a great actor.
Fuck yeah, yes he is. But yeah,
he always kind of plays the same character, but
except when he doesn't. But yeah.
All right, I'm done.
I also got scolded. I also got scolded for not knowing that one dude you have a crush on.
One dude I have a crush on? Which guy?
Your favorite actor.
I'm drawing a blank. Who you think my favorite actor is?
No, you told me to use your favorite actor last week, and I don't know who he is.
I don't know who you're talking about. I don't remember saying that.
He was in the Gladiator because you don't remember past.
Was in Gladiator?
Gladiator 2.
Oh, Pedro Pascal.
Oh yeah,
I didn't say he was my favorite actor.
Pedro Pascal.
Hey, he's one of your countrymen.
And the answer is, folks, he's gay.
Hey, I didn't say he was my favorite actor, but he does do The Mandalorian and a whole bunch of, cool shows that you probably don't watch. Right? You don't watch The Mandalorian.
I don't. And I think I came up with did I say this last week? or did I admit it to somebody? It is now very apparent that I am a way bigger Star Wars fan in my mind than I am in reality. Because I apparently.
I just started watching that new, okay, Disney and the Star Wars franchise has really shit the bed on the last couple series, like Ahsoka. What was the other one?
You
The
didn't like
Acolyte.
Hawkeye?
Star Wars. I'm talking the Star Wars series. Ahsoka, the Acolyte, all those shit the bed.
Hawkeye's not in Star Wars?
No, that's Marvel, dumbass.
Fuck, man. See?
No, the new one that they just released, Skeleton Crew, is actually pretty good. It's got Jude Law in it. I'm only on, well, they've only released episode 1 and 2. That one is pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that one so far.
I'm a way bigger fan. I want to be a way bigger fan.
You're obviously not a Star Wars fan if you don't even know those series that I just named.
100%.
100% not.
100%. I don't know what they are. So yeah, I'm admitting this. I'm laying down at the feet of all the Star Wars fans and saying, my bad, I am not one of you.
In fact, I won a bet with my other stepdaughter, Corinne. She couldn't name okay, I'm going to geek out on you here. Okay. Shows you I'm not that old. The Sith Lord that Yoda fights in, I think it's Clone Wars.
Maul?
No. Yoda doesn't fight Darth Maul.
Yeah, he does.
No, he doesn't. That is Obi-Wan that fights him.
Okay. Who is it?
It's
it's Peter Pascal.
I'm gonna ram this microphone up your ass. Darth Tyrannus, I think. Okay.
Try me, bitch.
All right, it's 1 minute and 7 seconds. Let's go.
All right. Bye.
Goodbye. And that's a wrap.